Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the best, the most authentic true crime channel yet to ever come to YouTube. For those that are new, I just give my honest opinions and reactions to anything true crime related. So if you're a fan of true crime or anything true crime related, I would advise you to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so that way you get notified every time I post a new video. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/realtruecrimeking. I've got a lot of goodies over there. I've got different packages for every type of budget, and I've got different things that you can do, all kinds of goodies over there. Welcome to the channel, and let's get to the video. What's up, guys? True Crime King back. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments and theories about whether Kaylee knew Bryan before the murders, and all kinds of stuff, whether, they had a relationship, whether they did drugs together, all kinds of stuff. Well, I don't know. I found a video that talks about that from Law and Crime Network, which, they just report the facts and what the family has told them, I'm just the messenger. I report facts. And if they're not facts, I'll tell you. But apparently, this is fact. So we can start, basing our opinions off of these facts. So I'm going to play the video for you. And then you guys can let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I know some of you aren't going to agree with this. But once again, I am the messenger. I just bring you the facts as I see them, and that's all I do. I don't try and spin the truth or anything like that. But hit that like and subscribe button, and here we go.
Levy, and thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. We have an update for you on the case of Bryan Kohberger, that 28-year-old PhD student now charged with killing 4 University of Idaho students. They were Kaylee Goncalves, Maddie Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. Well, we've been telling you that the families of these victims have been looking for any possible connections between Kohberger and their loved ones who were murdered. And we can tell you that the attorney representing the family of Kaylee Goncalves says they haven't found any connection. They don't.
Okay, so right there, the attorney that's representing the family said that they do not know of any connection whatsoever. Let's keep it going.
Don't believe that Kaylee knew Bryan Kohberger at all, and they say they've turned any information they have over to the Moscow Police Department.
So, and they reiterated they can't find any connection at all. All right, and this was posted 1 day ago, so the 14th. So anything else has to be speculation or not true, right? Because they just said it, right? And they turned everything over to the police that they know.
The question, of course, remains, did Bryan Kohberger know any of the other victims in this case, Kernodle, Chapin, or Maddie Mogen? We can't answer that question for you at this time.
Okay, but just because the family doesn't know about it doesn't mean that they didn't have a connection. But they are saying that they do not know of any. On the other hand, they don't know about any of the other roommates. They could have had some relationship with Kohberger, or might have hung out with them in the past.
but we know that Moscow police continue to investigate whether or not Bryan Kohberger knew these people. We know that he moved to the area, to Pullman, Washington in August of 2022. And according to that affidavit for probable cause that was submitted to the court to charge him with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary, that they say cell phone data showed that he, or at least his phone, were in the area of the home where these students lived at least 12 times between August and November 13th of last year.
Okay, 12 times from August and November. That's a pretty decent amount of times, right? So there's the, he was either stalking out the place, right? That would explain it. Or he was hanging out with somebody in that house, doing drugs or having sex, something, right? We know Bryan was a heroin addict, okay? I think that's pretty much fact. And we know the girls were using some kind of drugs, right? The house wasn't a trap house. A trap house is where drug dealers make drugs and sell drugs, okay? This was just a place where people were using drugs, okay? I just want people to know the difference. That caller on the Drunk Turkey show was calling it a trap house. She has no idea what a trap house is, right? And that was just a overprotective parent that has no idea what her kids are probably actually getting into in college, right? Because trust me, there's drugs at every college. So, it is what it is.
Bryan Kohberger will be in court on Thursday for what is a status hearing. At that time, a couple of decisions could be made by his lawyers as they meet, and it'll be a brief hearing with the court. So let's listen to what the attorney for Kaylee Goncalves' family, Shannon Gray, believes will happen at that hearing.
You have to realize the status hearing is going to be one of two things. The status hearing will be, yes, we want a preliminary hearing. And so they'll set a date for the preliminary hearing to start. Or no, we're waiving the preliminary hearing, so they'll set a date for the arraignment. So that's all.
So we already know this just happened. Kohberger waived his right to his preliminary hearing, which I believe if you were an innocent man, right, you would want that preliminary, you would want that speedy, because you're not guilty, right? So you don't need any time to try and come up with a defense because you're fucking innocent, That's just my opinion. Put yours down in the comment.
All that's going to happen on the status hearing. Sure. So I'll be there, but throughout this process, that I will be there, or some representative of the family will be at every court appearance moving forward.
That status hearing will begin at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 Eastern time, and Law and Crime will have it covered for you. Bryan Kohberger, of course, remains in the Latah County Jail, being held without bail.
But, yeah, that's all I got for you right now. I'll be back very soon with another video, and until then, True Crime King is out.